I'm Bernadette Julier from France. I'm working at INRAe, the French institute in charge of agriculture, food and environment. I'm located near Poitiers, in the center west of France, in Lusignan precisely. My unit is working on forage crops, so both grasses and legumes. I am myself involved mainly in genetics on legume crops, legume forage crops, and mostly on lucerne or alfalfa. Here in BELIS, I am the coordinator of the project. BELIS is aiming at producing new legume varieties, or at least the knowledge needed to produce these varieties in the next years. Yes, it's a large consortium. Why such a large consortium? It's because we are working on many species and the experts are a little bit split over different institutions and different breeders in different countries. But it's good to have many partners, many views, many sources of skills and intelligence. And so we have breeders, we have researchers, we have technical institutes in charge of extension services. We have also registration offices in the project, and we have one international institution in charge of education and dissemination activities. So yes, we are, I think, gathering all the skills needed to implement this project. Agriculture is facing many challenges nowadays, and among these challenges we have to get a more sustainable agriculture, and nitrogen is at the basis of this question. So we have to produce more proteins, more vegetable proteins, and we have to produce proteins coming from nitrogen fixation. So in fact, we need legumes that are the plants that are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen. And in fact, even if the legumes are well recognized as very important crops for sustainability, their production is sometimes difficult, and farmers complain that they are not so profitable. So we have to produce new knowledge and new varieties to be able to increase yields, and so protein production and profitability for the farmers. So this is our contribution to sustainability in agriculture. Okay, we are working on different aspects. First aspect is to be able to phenotype the genetic diversity with new protocols, because we are interested in more and more different traits on more and more species, so we have to adapt some protocols. So to have a better description of the varieties or of the genotype. We also have to produce new tools and to increase the efficiency of the breeding programs. And one way is to develop markers, so to ease breeding at the end and to make it faster. So we have a huge part of the project that is devoted to these activities, to either make new studies or to make sure that the markers we have identified before are really suited for breeding. And we are also trying to test a new way of breeding. So it's a proof of concept breeding programs in which, at a small scale, but really a scale that enables the proof, we are testing some breeding programs, and we will see how they are working and if they produce the expected results. So these are, let's say, technical aspects of breeding. We are we have also activities on the registration process that has to be efficient and effective, I would say. So to be sure to register really interesting new varieties and to make the system efficiently, not too costly. We have also let's say a more economic aspect because breeding of legume crops is not so profitable. So we have to find some way of organization between private and public institutions and maybe also other actors of the value chain, and see how to breed some economic construction to be able to breed efficiently and cost efficiently all the legume varieties. And another important aspect is to disseminate and communicate about our results, either for the actors of legume breeding, but also to farmers or to extension services. So this is an important part of our activities, and we will do that in the coming from now onward. Most of the experiments or trials have started or are scheduled in the next month, and some first results have been obtained, and even some publication or dissemination activities have started. So I think we are on the race, and it's running now.